Hi everybody. So it's another ADM video blog. Thanks to everybody who's been watching these for the past week, and thanks for the great comments and for the fact that my editing skills are completely non-existent, but the one-take monkey man here seems to be making some kind of an impact. So I will continue on with this little technique of mine, and maybe I'll start doing a little bit of editing in the next couple of days when I get some better gear. Okay, so we're going to talk some more about some thoughts from Paul Arden's best-selling It's Not How Good You Are, It's How Good You Want to Be. And like I said, this is going to be a full week or maybe 2 weeks of inspirations from this book. Now, today we're going to be talking about mistakes, making mistakes, failure, and sort of the benefit of making mistakes. Here's the title of this one. The person who doesn't make mistakes is unlikely to make anything. Here we go. Benjamin Franklin said, "I haven't failed. I've had 10,000 ideas that didn't work." Thomas Edison said, "Of the 200 light bulbs that didn't work, every failure told me something that I was able to incorporate into the next attempt." Theater director Joan Littlewood said, "If we don't get lost, we'll never find a new route." All of them understood that failures and false starts are a precondition of success. At the last company I worked for, of course Paul Arden, at the last company I worked for, you would not be fired for being wrong, but you would be fired for not having initiative. I'm going to fire the guy who doesn't make mistakes. It had a positive attitude to mistakes. It was a great company. Failure was a major contributor to its success. I like making mistakes. I think when you make mistakes, you get to test out the robustness or the flexibility of the system. You kind of push it. You push the envelope. You see how far you can go with things. And I think that's part of breaking the rules, and breaking the rules is part of success, because if you aren't getting the results that you seek, it's because you're probably playing by the rules and you're doing things according to some kind of a structure. I'm not that kind of person. I haven't been that kind of person. I've mentioned this in the past, how I'm not that kind of person. But I think the only way to get to know what someone's capable of is kind of pushing them to a limit, pushing a situation as far as you can take it. It's testing out the boundaries. It's almost like an adult being a child, having childlike behavior, embodying aspects of what a kid might do. You ever see kids kind of just taking risks and like stretching the distance between them and their parents a little bit too far, maybe like walking down a beach and seeing how far they can go before their parents all of a sudden explode in a kind of a resentful rage. I remember when I was a kid, I used to have to wear this harness. My mother would lock me up in this kind of a harness with a chain, so if I used to walk too far down the beach, she used to yank me back on the chain. I've seen pictures of it. That was the kind of kid that I was. And I guess I was that kind of kid right from the outset, so I'm that kind of man, you know, in my almost middle-aged years. I've just sort of carried on that line. Do you do the same things? Do you play by the rules? Do you not play by the rules? If you do play by the rules, why the fuck do you play by the rules? I don't see the point in playing by the rules. Rules are for losers. Honestly, they are for losers. And if you feel like losing, go ahead and play by those rules. There are certain people online who I really am just totally attracted to from a professional standpoint. These are guys and girls in particular who just don't do things by any kind of standard convention, and I just love them. Why do we love actors who don't act like Gary Oldman or Daniel Day-Lewis, or actresses who totally become somebody else, Kate Blanchett or Gwyneth Paltrow? They just totally become other characters. Kate Beckinsale when she's not taking off her clothes. That's the idea today. Break the rules, make mistakes. It's the only way to get ahead. That's another ADM video blog. Thanks again for watching, and I'm just going to go off and make some mistakes or something. I don't know. Yeah.